Hi to everyone, here is Waiting for Zio. This is my first tutorial and English is not my language, so I hope you will be kind with me. We're going to make some drum sounds using the Elektron Model cycles, FM group box that permits you to make music like this. First of all, we have to choose a key and tune all the drums using the same key. For now it's enough just one note. So the model cycle keyboards start from E, so we'll choose the E as a root note. Okay, so we are making the kick drum. The kick drum in drum and bass must be punchy and short, so we have to search the right amount of distortion and body. A trick that I use is because the envelope is really limited, I assign a LFO to the decay of the kick machine. But before you have to sync the LFO with the note in, so every time you play the note, the LFO start from the same point and you get always the same curve. I select the waveform ramp down, multiplier x16 is okay for now, destination decay, deepness around 45 for now, so we can hear the difference. So if you want a shorter envelope, you have to put the multiplier to 32, so it's immediately shorter. Okay, now we have to find the balance between all the parameters. Okay, for now it can work. Now, snare. For the snare, same rule about the note. We use the E as a start note. I put to 85 the volume. Okay. In drum and bass, generally the snare is not made by just one sound, but by different sounds layered together. We are going to make a snare with 3 layers. One for the tone, one for the click, or rim shot, and one for a top layer. It can be a white noise or a clap. It depends by your choice. Anyway, for the snare, we are going to make the same assignment to the LFO, to the decay, around 45. Okay, this is what happens if you don't sync. Okay, the LFO. Okay, now it's too much. Okay. Okay, we need for both tone and top end noise. Okay, so from this layer we are will not get some attack, not so much. Okay, about the sweep, you can have much attack with a higher value, but the note can be a little messy, so I prefer to use a sweep with less deepness and more defined note. Now we are okay, for now can be work. So let's make a first sequence. So I apply a global quantize at maximum. Okay. Oops. BPM to 164, 62, a little slower. Okay, so now we are going to put the note on the sequencer using always the keyboard, so the note will be always E. Okay, now select the snare. Okay, this is a first. Okay, we have to search the right balance between all the parameters. Okay, now we can make a simple hat. Generally I put all the knob to 0 and I search for something more similar possible to white noise. A shorter one, and let's make okay. Okay, just to have a hi-hat sequence. Now, about the second layer of the snare, we are going to make a rim shot. Now, I found a good way to make a rim shot using the percussion machine, the sweep to the maximum. So we have a short pitch envelope. We are okay. I have to search the more rich sound. Okay. Now, when we have this sound, we have to use the LFO random waveform multiplied to 2000, destination pitch, and we have to search the right quantity of the LFO in order to get okay, it's coming a noisy sound, not a tonal one. It must be around 3.6. Okay, using okay, this is pretty much similar to a synth rimshot. I'm playing an octave higher, but no, it's at the maximum. So this is our rimshot. Let's put in the sequencer. Okay. We have to search the right decay amount. Okay. It must be shorter or the same length of the snare. So now we can easily hear the difference with or without. Obviously, I'm now working with headphones on. I will make some adjustment later with the monitor. Okay, now it's time of our clap. We'll use the short machine. I know that there is a preset, but I want to make anyway it. So also here we have to assign a really fast sample hold LFO 2000 to the pitch. Better with higher note, so I modified the pitch. Okay. We have to search the right spot where we have middle height range of frequency, like this one. Okay, it can work for now. Okay, I'll put the note so. Okay, now last sounds. We're going to make a short noise, like a sh, using the metal machine. Okay. Okay. Okay, something like this, but we don't want a short attack, but a slow attack, and we'll use the envelope, destination, distortion or volume, and we'll put a negative value around 45. It's always a good start. Okay, more shorter. Okay, it must be a soft hit, a soft hi-hat hit. Okay, let's put in the first. Okay, this is a first beat. So this is a first idea. We can add some snare shots in the sequence. In order to get more dynamics, we can change the dynamic. We can change also the sweep and the decay. Okay, and eventually the volume. Okay. 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 This is our drum for now. I will make some adjustment later. Now I want to show you some other pattern I made in these days using pretty the same technique. Just I changed in some pattern the octave of the snare. You can just change in the octave, get a lot of more sonorities. Same about the kick. You can use but just one octave higher kick if you have a really strong bass line. So it makes it easy also to mix a kick and a bass also without sidechain. Here is some patterns. Okay, I made some tweakings, so now this is the sound. A little more polished. I changed a little the sweep of the snare with a higher value. I rewrite the rim shot one octave down, so it's a little different, and I changed a little the shapes and the color. So I think I tuned in a different way the second operator of this machine. Anyway, this is pretty much a starting point. Okay, now obviously I'm using all 6 tracks, so I must free these 3 tracks in order to put in the bass sounds. These sounds will be loaded in the other 3 tracks destined to the drums using the preset lock. So, first of all, we have to save all the preset. Okay, create folder, save preset. We can name it rimshot with the, it's not a problem, the name. So same with this hat. Now I turn off these 3 tracks. So this is what we have in the first 3 tracks. Now, first of all, I shut off the click. Okay. I will put in the kick track the rim shot. Okay. Rim shot. Okay, it was before. Okay. Okay. Now we have the rim shot. Now in the drum track we had the hat sound, always with preset lock. Okay. Okay. Here and here. Okay. Same things, same stuff, but with the clap. We'll put in the hi-hat track. Okay. Okay. Now we can delete the sequence on the other track, and we are free to load the bass sounds. Okay. About the drums, obviously now we have the foundation, so we can change, for example, the pitch of the snare. Needed just to adjust some of the other sound. Anyway, I hope this is useful, and we see for the next tutorial about bass sounds. Thanks for watching.